Welcome to week 7 of Football Chaos. Before we look into week 7, let's go back and look at how I did on week 6. Week 6, I went 9-6, bring my overall up to 57-35. Not bad, keeping my record of having a winning week every week so far, so I can't complain about that. The 6 games I did get wrong were the Browns-Lions game. The Lions showed up this week. It was pretty impressive. Unfortunate for the Browns. The Texan-Ram game, the Rams blew me away. Pretty impressive. Then the Vikings-Panther game, that was kind of a surprise on how well the Panthers played. And then the Jets-Steelers game kind of blew me away. I was really thinking that the Jets were going to take care of them. They've been having a pretty decent year this year, but they proved me wrong. Then the Saints-Patriots game, I didn't think the Saints were going to lose that game at all. Patriots really impressed me. It shows that they are figuring things out and finding ways to win even without a super strong receiving core. And then the Colts-Charger game. It's the Chargers. They're very up and down, and this week they were up. So good for them. Unfortunate for the Colts, they had to play an up Chargers team. Now my 3 wows of the week, 2 of them go to backups. Nick Foles taking over for Michael Vick. Threw for 296 yards and 3 touchdowns. Good for him. Next one, running back Brandon Jacobs. Big game, 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. Both are backups and both excelled. Can't complain when a backup performs that well. And my next one are the Rams. They showed up and they took care of the Texans. I know the Texans are one of those teams that are very up and down, but the Rams have been pretty down most of the year as well. So good win for them. Congratulations. Now let's look at week 7. Thursday night, tonight's game starts off with Seattle versus the Cardinals. Have the Seahawks winning this game, not really much of a question. Cardinals have a little bit of offensive power with Fitzgerald, but it's very up and down as well. And they have known to struggle at times. Let's move into Sunday. Tampa Bay versus the Falcons. This was tough for me. I struggled. The Falcons are beat up. Tampa Bay's looked a little better with Glennon, but it was a tough game, but I am taking Tampa Bay. I just think the Falcons are too beat up. The loss of Julio Jones, their season is going to be a struggle. And the next game is the Bears versus the Redskins. I actually had no problem with this one. I'm going with the Bears. Until the Redskins can figure out what's wrong on offense, they are not going to find a way to win. Next, Cowboys-Eagles. Big battle in it. NFC East. I have the Cowboys winning this game. I just don't have a lot of faith in Chip Kelly's offense. It's been very up and down for the team this year. I don't know if that defense can just keep up with the pace or what's going on. So I have the Cowboys winning this game. Patriots-Jets. Going with the Patriots. They proved me wrong last week. I'm not going to let them do it again this week. So I'm going Patriots over the Jets. Next, Dolphins-Bills. That was a tough game for me. Both have ups and downs. I'm going Dolphins. I hope I don't regret it, but that is my choice, Dolphins over the Bills. Next, Chargers over Jacksonville. The Jaguars are well, the Jaguars, and the Chargers looked good last week. Hopefully they transfer that over and get another W this week. And the Rams versus the Panthers. This is a tough game. The Rams show up this week. They got this game. But the Panthers showed up last week as well. It was very toss-up. I'm going with the Rams. I hope they figure it out again and get things going. They have so many weapons on offense. They just need them to click. Next, we have the Lions versus the Bengals. This is another tough game for me. I'm going Lions. They looked good last week. I know it wasn't the strongest competition, but the Browns have had some pretty good defense this year. So I am going Lions over the Bengals, and hopefully that comes true. Next one is pretty easy for me. 49ers versus the Titans. The Titans they started off strong and they're starting to dwindle. I'm going to 49ers. They had a good week last week. Chiefs-Texans. I want to give it to the Chiefs, and I'm going to, but I am scared. Like those Texans, they're very up and down. Last week they looked awful. Hope they figure some stuff out and come back and look a lot better this week, but I do have the Chiefs winning that game. And supposedly Schaub is not playing, so that should be interesting as well. Next, we have Ravens and Steelers. I have the Ravens winning this game. The Packers ran all over them last week, but I think that's how the Ravens win games. They stop the run, and, well, that's the only way Steelers can score right now. So I think if the Ravens can figure it out and stop the run, they've got this game, so I'm going Ravens. Packers-Browns. I have the Packers winning this game. It's a lot closer than it should. At the beginning of the season, we probably all laughed at this one, but now it's kind of have some relevance for both teams. But I have the Packers winning against the Browns at Lambeau. And next we have Broncos-Colts, tough Sunday night matchup. It's going to be a fun game to watch. Peyton Manning playing his old team. I have the Broncos winning, well, because they haven't lost. Game close, and I just don't see Andrew Luck beating the master. So I have the Broncos beating the Colts. Next game is the Monday night game, Vikings versus Giants. Kind of chuckled at this one because I almost thought about picking the Giants, but I am sticking with my rules and regulations here. I'm not picking the Giants until they win. So I am going Vikings. So there's my picks. Thursday through Monday, hopefully I have another winning record to keep my streak going. It's at 6 winning records. Hopefully you guys have a good week with your fantasy football and your picks. Hope you all have a good night. Thank you.